Hello everyone. Now I am here to discuss about research process. These are the most common steps what we use in research. From the beginning of starting of research till the end, that is declaring the conclusions, recommendations. This is the process which is followed. This is a step by step scientific process. Starting from this side, it goes like this and it goes like this and we end up with conclusion. We call it as research process. In this, the first idea is research idea. From where we get research idea? We get research idea from newspapers, our day-to-day life, observing our neighbors, reading from various articles, knowing what is happening in the society. There are many sources, n number of sources are there for research idea. Once we get a research idea that I want to conduct research in this particular area, if your area of interest is identified, then you will move on to literature review. What the researchers says is, instead of going for a famous topic, we can even go for a topic which is very close to our heart. The research idea, the research problem, which is very close to our heart, if we take that, it will give a very effective result. It is always go for the topic which we like the most, the area of research which we like the most. Once we identified the area of research where I want to do research, then we will move on to literature review. Literature review will give you an idea about whether the area of research what you have identified is feasible. Is there any kind of research already carried out in this area? If not, what are the related areas I have done? Like that we will get views about the research idea, the research topic what we have chosen already. We do literature review from journals, from research articles which is published in journals, books, what various authors says about that particular research topic, magazines, and various reports which may be published or unpublished. Through various other sources, we go for literature review, which will help us to identify the gap where it has the problem started. Now, in which position it is there, where we want to take it in further, that we will find out from the literature review. Once we identify the gap which we want to study in our research area, in which our area of interest, if we have find out the research gap, we will move on to the theoretical formulation of research problem, which means we will mention the variables we want to study for. Are we going to connect variables? Are we going to differentiate variables? All these we will identify through research gap. Then we will formulate the theoretical formulation of research problem. So once we go for theoretical formulation of research problem, it also talks about the domains and variables. What are the variables we want to focus on? In each problem area, there are many variables which plays various roles. There are independent, dependent variables, confounding variable. There are n number of variables. Here, while we formulate a research problem, we will also find out what are the variables we are going to focus on. Once we write the theoretical formulation of research problem, a definite framework of what you are going to do, what problem you are going to take, which variable you want to address. Is it going to be a comparative study, or is it going to be a qualitative one or a quantitative one? Based on all these, you will formulate your research problem. Then we will go for research question. So if it is going to be a inductive study, mostly you will go for a research question. So what is the answer you want to find out from this? If it is going to be a quantitative study, or if it is going to be a deductive study, then you will go for hypothesis testing. You will go with the assumption. You will test your assumption in the empirical while you are forming hypothesis. Your study will go with a goal. Your study will go with the aim that whether you want to answer the research questions or you want to test the hypothesis or assumptions what you have. The hypothesis can be proved or disproved. It is depending upon the problem what you have taken and the ground reality what we get from the data. Once the research questions are formulated, we will decide our blueprint. How are we going to carry out this research? This is what is research design is all about. Research design, we will make research design based on the affordability of a researcher, time, how much you can spend with, and who are going to be your population, where are you going to do your research, how are you going to collect your data, what do you want to find out from the respondents. Based on all these, you formulate the methodology. Am I going for qualitative or quantitative? Am I going for inductive or deductive? Am I going for a kind of research? The research design or blueprint will say that whether I'm going to collect data through interview or focus group discussion or observation. If observation, what kind of observation? From whom I'm going to collect data? All these will be decided using this research design. Based on that, based on the nature of your study, your design will be finalized, which will also pave a way to your methodology. Once your methodology is decided, that is your blueprint of research design, your research design is decided, based on that you will carry on to data collection. So in research design, you will decide whether are you going for primary data or secondary data. Based on that you go for data collection. Am I going to collect primary data? Primary data is the first-hand information which is collected from the respondent. Or am I going for secondary data? Secondary data is the data which is collected through various magazines, journals, books, research articles, newspapers, government records, published and unpublished record, or from media. Where am I going to collect my data? What kind of data collection I'm going to do? What is the tool I'm going to use? Everything will be carried out. Everything will be implemented here based on our research design. Once the collected data is out, then we will go for data analysis. Based on the output which we get from our data collection, we will go for data analysis. Once the data collection is over, we have to edit the data. There are two kind of edition. One is field edition. Another one is room edition. While collecting data, we have to check whether we have collected answer for all the questions, whatever we have. We have collected enough information. Then after edition, we have to go for coding of data. We should code the data. Once the coding of data is over, then only we can proceed further to data analysis. The coded data will be analyzed. The results, the data analysis, which has two parts, one is qualitative, another is quantitative. We have to decide based on the nature of data what we have collected, we have to decide what kind of data analysis are we going for. The data will be analyzed based on the objective what we have formulated. So based on your objective, we have to answer the questions, research questions, whatever we have. So answering research question or proving or disproving hypothesis will take place. The hypothesis testing, once the data is analyzed through quantitative technique, if we are using some statistical tools, then our hypothesis will be proved or disproved. If we are doing a kind of qualitative analysis, then our research question will be answered. After getting the answer for research question and hypothesis, the approval or disapproval of hypothesis, we will interpret the result what we have got already. The processed data will give answers for the questions what we have. It will give answer for the objectives what we have. The aim of the study will be clarified through the processed data that will be interpreted and given as results and findings. Or once our results and findings are listed out, then we go for discussion. Discussion is the comparison of our results with the results which are already published by various other authors. In this discussion part, we also cover the reasons for such happenings. Many a times we go and study with the people, the respondents, and discuss with them our results and discuss with them our findings, and we will come to know the reasons and explanations of the findings what we have got. Once we process the data, analyzed, and results are got, and the results are discussed, then we go for conclusion. We will conclude the research. So the conclusion will be focusing on based on the aim, what we have find out, aim and objective. And the concluding part will also have suggestions what we want to make and the policy implications, especially in social sciences research, and the direction for future research. From the study what we have done, we can also find out that what can be done in the future. This will be given in the conclusion part. Okay, though we are not writing everything in the conclusion para, but that concluding part includes suggestions, recommendations, direction for future research, and policy making decisions. All these can be included in the last part, which is called as concluding part. This is how the research ends. So as you know, from the direction for future research, then another research idea emerges. So research is a cycle. It will go on like this. It won't end. Again it starts here. Then it goes on like this and it never ends. Thank you.